We are family.
Well, I'm sure everybody on the stream will appreciate that.
Are you streaming now? Yay!
Not for long, then we're going to do it for about an hour or so.
Ah, you're doing Elden Ring. Oh shit, that's loud. Probably it's gonna turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty worn out from today, man, so we're going to do about an hour.
Alright. Well, since it's gonna be already pretty late, I'm not gonna stream today.
No, you can stream tomorrow evening and I stream in the day.
Yeah. But yeah, that boss down there, that Dragonkin Soldier, actually drops a weapon. Dragon Scale Blade.
Yeah, I just want to know if it's a weapon that I've never had before.
I don't know. Ah, you're going towards us that one. Maybe I should go pee fast. So be right back.
Same over there.
Hello!
Hello.
Did you hear my ice cream machine going crazy?
Nope.
Okay, that's good. Yay!
Ah, so annoying. I've had that weapon before. What was actually going to be something new, but no. I don't worry, Curler. I know the way I do this area is not the way you'll probably not the best way to do it, but meh.
No, I would probably up at the ground first, so I don't have to stand and run and fight the boss. But
I was
so
referring to the flame cleanse me and running through the lake.
Oh, it's just because I don't.
You don't
Pick
believe
it up,
in it?
usually.
How could you?
No, I just usually don't pick it up. Actually, while I'm doing that, I might as well put some music on here in the background for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's actually not entertaining enough for you.
No, it's not that. It's just I have something to listen to in the background. Like, what the fuck is this music? Ouch, that's why. There we go. That's better. Where are you heading now? Where are you going for?
Somewhere.
Oh, I saw you marking a church. That's where you use the tenner, so you can get a Summerstone. 10. But I don't know if you actually have the tenner.
Just somewhere I haven't been, man. Whoa! Oh, okay. Besides, I didn't want to play this freaking game. I need to play something fucking else. Oh.
Yeah, I think also I will do that after my pro playthrough. I'll play another game first, and then go back to the legendary playthrough or something before I do that. Just so I get a change of pace.
I'm being legit serious, man. I need a break from this game. Yeah, cause this is reasonable. That is completely reasonable, isn't it? No, it's not.
Yeah, that bell tower is a bitch, I know.
Oh, seriously, man. The interest having this game is slowly being stolen away. Yeah, as soon as you spawn, it starts firing. Sure. Come on, what is that bullshit? Seriously? What the fuck? Because that's reasonable. That's completely fucking reasonable. No man, after today I think I'm done with this. I don't care anymore. I don't care. It's too stressful. Okay, people can say what they want. You ran away from a challenge, blah 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. There's a challenge, and then there's this game. But seriously, man, what the fuck is this? Seriously. Can you just stop? Seriously? It's inside here too? Cough. Just fuck off, you annoying piece of shit. Get us the fuck away from there. It's actually so sad though. I was really excited when this game was first announced that it was going to be releasing soon, but it does not stand up to the other ones. At least on the other Soulsborne games, I can actually go through the game and have fun. I don't have to reach a certain point and then play like a fucking sweat.
Well, they did spike the difficulty quite a lot as far as I understood.
They're spiking the difficulty and then they're just making it unreasonable. Knock me off my horse, fair enough, that's fine. But when I'm pressing the circle button to roll back up, it should work. But nope. That'd be asking too much. Can you just not? Freezing grease, that's absolutely shit. Well, it's not shit, but it's shit for the weapons I'm using.
I don't even think you can grease that weapon, can you?
You can't buff either of these weapons because they've already got their own elements.
Or is some element of weapons you can still actually put grease on. Not many, but a few.
Because I used to love playing this game, but now after the capital, I just don't want to go any further with it. Once it gets past the capital, it's just no fun. Ah, that fucking sand.
You do so much damage.
Well, yeah, that's what this weapon's for. It's meant to do damage. Going a bit far with that damage there, aren't we? Because the weapons do work if you know how to use them. Who gives a shit if it's not an actual build?
Yep.
If it works, it works.
Oh yeah.
It's like when it was early into this fucking playthrough. Why are you using the mushroom armor? It's like, shush. Why are you using the mushroom armor? It's shit.
Who said that?
Somebody that was in the stream.
Okay.
I think that was about part 3, 4.
It's not really bad, it's just not really efficient.
It's good if you've got 2 scavenger swords. And then you've got all the things that increases your damage with constant hits, poison or scarlet rot in the vicinity. That armor fucking helps.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Except for that, it does help.
I mean, if you're running around in, for example, Kaled, it's really good armor.
I mean, some of the Dark Souls games, they have hard final bosses, sure, but not to the point where I don't want to play the game anymore. One, you can parry the last boss. Two is she's quite difficult. Not gonna lie, she can be difficult. Plus, the final boss can change depending how you do your playthrough. And number 3, well, that boss is just really nasty and really loves fire. Now, all Dark Souls games, number 3's definitely got the hardest last boss for me, but it's not to the point where I'd be thinking, okay, I don't want to play this game anymore. Doesn't irritate me like
maybe
Elden
I
Ring
should
does.
actually start playing a playthrough of Dark Souls, just to see what all the fuss is about, you know?
Well, I'll probably be doing Dark Souls 1 next, but I will not be using the OP magic. And plus I can't anyway, because it's a post-game DLC, that magic that I'd shown you when I played it with you.
Mm.
You cannot get that shit early in the game.
No, I'll be starting from scratch anyway, if I were to start.
No, I'm just saying, when I do mine, if I get any spells, it won't be the overpowered magic you saw me using. And plus, that takes a while to build up.
You don't get invaded when you play solo, right? Unless you restore your humanity or some shit like that, right?
Yes, you have to be human. But there's also an option to turn off online.
Okay, that's good, because I don't really want to be invaded.
Number 2, you won't have to worry about that. For number 2, the online features have been turned off.
Okay.
Number 3, well, I never have to worry about an invasion ever again, because I got what's the word? Banned.
Ah.
But I'm kind of happy about that too, because there's one area in the game where you'd actually be glad that you're banned. Literally, you walk out into the front door of the area. Oh, you've been invaded. Okay, fair enough. I'm just going to run this way. Oh, you've been invaded again. Oh, you've been invaded again. You can be invaded by 4 people at once.
Damn.
It's a very nasty area. Before I was banned, I actually had to turn off my online for when I do that area, because it's not fun whatsoever. The enemies are super strong. There's NPCs that you'd think are fucking mini bosses.
Well, I don't care about the NPCs invading me, because those you can most likely
Yeah,
do some trick against.
they're alright, they're not the problem. But if you've got 4 invaders hunting you down, then 2 NPCs trying to kill you too, it's just like, where's the fairness here?
What are you doing?
No idea. I'm trying to remember how the fuck you get through this area.
Down on the road. Hey, nice getaway.
Oh, we're stuck in a corner. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, that's that shit. Get up, get up. Stop being on the frigging ground like a moron. Get up, you idiot. God, I'm not gonna miss that rehabilitation. Yeah, literally, on Dark Souls 3, if you get knocked down like that, you can just roll back up onto your feet. Definitely prefer Dark Souls 3 for that, because on this game, if that fucking happens, man, you're friggin' dead. Right, Blackberry Kindred is already dead, because I can remember doing that. I must say, Estelle's tunnel was a little lacking.
Yeah, you didn't seem to struggle with it much this time.
It's definitely not the same as the first time. 2 weeks.
I remember spending a few hours on it the first time as well. And I think I also did it first try the last time I did it. I think. I'm not actually sure.
I see.
Oh, you watched the stream, you should know.
But to make it more difficult when I do Dark Souls 1, I will not be doing a mage run.
I don't like mage runs anyways. I almost like
If you don't want to make the final boss a joke, do not use magic.
Well, I don't like mage builds anyway.
Because on number 1, if you use magic, you can just put the boss into a constant state of stagger lock.
Just as bad as Commander Sue in this game.
No, it's worse. That magic that I've shown you that I was using to kill bosses when we was playing together, you can free tap the last boss with that.
That's just silly.
Regardless of what playthrough it is. So, yeah. I will actually not be using that on the stream playthrough. Dragon, can you show yourself? Thank you.
No, it's dangerous.
Jesus, well, at least I only hit once. That wasn't bad. Now we're gonna have the same problem as before? Too soon to tell. No, we should be good.
What issue?
The last time I came here, I couldn't do damage to him. I can't remember if it was these weapons I was using or some other weapons. Couldn't remember. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Fucking ice breath.
I must say though, that region lock I did with that club, it did help me quite a lot. Cause it did also so I didn't get too overpowered at the start of the game, so everything got too easy.
No, the end game for this game is just it's bad. It's bad.
I know it's hard. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
No, the last boss is just That's not how you design a last boss. That's not how it should work. Give it its first life back. That's completely fine. I don't mind fighting that first boss again, because Dark Souls 3 does the same. There's a first boss, you kill it, it gets all its health back, and it goes into a different phase. And then if you die to that second phase, you have to kill the first boss again, the first last boss. But unlike fucking Elden Ring, it's not as unforgiving. It's actually not difficult to get back to the second phase. The second phase will fuck you up if you have not played the first one. Because basically the final boss of Dark Souls 3 has the move set of the final boss of 1.
Okay.
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it?
Slap!
Again, damage because I could not roll up once I got knocked down. You stupid game.
Kill him, Sean, kill him, you can do it!
Oh, I'd rather not be doing this at all, to be quite honest with you, man. Oh, man. Give me my Bloodborne, give me my Dark Souls. Just give me anything other than this.
But yeah, I am actually thinking about going through like all the Dark Souls and Bloodborne and
Ow.
stuff like that, just to go through it once, you know.
Okay, game, you are boring me now, game. You are boring me.
Ah, yeah, that's that double war. Yeah, the double war is shit.
At this point, I just do not care about this game anymore. Just give me my old classic Souls games back. I'll be fucking happier doing that shit. Give me anything other than this frigging game of unbalanced bullshit. That's what I mean. That's why I prefer Dark Souls and Bloodborne over Elden Ring, because the one thing they do right is enemy balance. No matter what area in the game it is, it's balanced out for you. You get past the capital, where's the fucking balance? It's because there is no fucking balance. And that fucking mist does not help. Yeah, sure. Really? The horse was already fucking dead. My god, game. Oh my fucking god. Can you not? You done being so annoying with your fucking... Really? Can I just get near you? Just for a second?
He just rolls all the time, what the fuck? How the hell, man?
Oh my fucking god, this game. Fuck off with your fucking raw in ice of fucking bullshit and whatever. Oh my god, stop with the friggin' ice. Okay, fine, let's use more ice. Not like we're already using enough of it. Piss off. You're boring me now. Sure. Tried to have a good old 1v1, but nope, that was asking too much. Next time we're going new Lucky Tail.
Yeah, I wonder which platform I should play next time.
Well, I've still got to do flipping Crash 4 still. Well, actually, I've got to do it from scratch, to be precise.
Yeah, I was thinking about Ice Age though, doing that one.
Was that when you got through PS Plus?
No, that's one I bought.
I see.
Quite a while ago, actually.
Because I know you had it, I just didn't know how you had it.
I saw it was a platformer, so I bought it while it was on discount, and they said we should play it at some point, but we never got around to it.
No, you never asked, and plus I don't have your Prime, you muppet. Can I play something with you that I don't have access to?
It's not a co-op game. I said we could stream it at that time, but at that time you were getting tired of platformers at that point, because we went through Crash and then Spyro and then we went to Rayman.
Again, it wouldn't have made a difference. I was not on your primary at that time, so how the hell would I have been able to stream it with you? Kind of defeats the purpose. All the things that I've got left to do on this game now, I really don't want to do them because they're so fucking goddamn annoying. Yeah, I've seen what you mean on your stream now. When you went into that other goal and your torch did reveal the assassins.
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware you could kill them, to be honest. Well, it was a bit invisible to me.
You can.
Is it actually worth it though? Did he actually stay dead?
Yeah. The assassins stay dead. The archers does not.
I don't mind the archers. It's not the archers that I have the issue with in that ever goal. It's the flipping black knives.
Yeah, but as far as I remember, yeah, the assassins does stay dead.
Well, that assassin certainly wanted to make sure you was dead if he was going to die.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Still can't believe he done that to you. It's like, what the hell, man? The will to survive can be so strong at times. But now, once I've got through Dark Souls and Bloodborne and whatnot, I'll probably tackle Neos after that.
Yep.
I wasn't going to, but flipping Jess wants me to do Wulong, so if I'm going to do Wulong, I might as well do what came before it.
I only streamed Neo 1, didn't I? I didn't stream Neo 2.
Yeah, we never streamed a solo playthrough of Neo 2. We never got around to doing that. I did ask you about it, but you moved on to other games, so it never actually happened.
Maybe I should actually do that next. After my Arrow playthrough, of course, after maybe a platformer.
This kind of shows how it's done.
Cannot promise anything. But we're only talking about the first playthrough, right?
Well, yeah, we only did the first playthrough on number 1, remember?
Yeah.
It was actually enjoyable like the first one, to be honest.
Yeah. That's the funny thing about Souls games. The most enjoyable playthrough, that is the first one. Once you're done with that, it's like, do I really want to go through it again?
Yeah, all the higher tier bullshit.
I mean, someday I also have to tackle Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima at someday, but I can already feel myself like getting triggered over it. Not even having it on my console. It's like I know it's gonna be painful as shit.
I don't know. When we did Neo 1, did we include the DLC or was it just the normal stuff we did?
I think it was only the normal.
I remember it was so long ago when we did it. I do not bloody remember.
Let me go check actually.
I remember I found a very powerful elemental weapon off the first stage.
Yeah, you got pretty lucky and you found like literally a super weapon right off the bat.
Yep.
Which
it's like,
I definitely didn't. Okay, let's see. Saints Row. It's further back. Then we have Wulong, Woodle Tree, Elden Ring.
It was
Hogwarts
miles
Legacy.
back.
Stray.
It was
Ashes
way
Fable,
before Elden Ring was even out.
Horizon. Crash 4. It Takes Two.
Oh god,
Crash
it takes two. That was a
Trilogy.
while ago.
D-Blob, Rayman, Overcooked, D-Blob 2, Rayman, D-Blob 2.
Because we streamed
New
it
Solar Run.
before we had that long break.
Wait, what? I see a Neo, but I only see one video. Did I complete it in one video? I didn't, did I?
Because I do remember when you got to Umubuzo, you was complaining something about you ran out of fire masks.
Oh no, there is two videos. I just did something. I just did something in between.
I see. But she was not having fun with Umubuzo, man. Excellent. When I got to my boozer, I think I already had a fire weapon.
Let's see. Yeah, colorful blob. Neo was chat, then we did 2 Raymans, and then I did Neo again. I did a Neo 2 Underworld, better late than never. Don't know why I have that. What did I actually do in that one?
I don't know.
Let's check.
Was you playing solo?
No, I was playing with you.
I see.
Trying to figure out what floors we did. Why am I not linking it? I'm not pausing even once to show the floor. I'm such a bastard.
Why are you insulting yourself?
I wanted to see what floors we were running, because it did look pretty easy. Yeah, this one was the first one where I did a solo playthrough. Yeah, that's the first playthrough, that's the first video. And I believe this one is the second. Yeah, that's where I'm in the frozen map. And this must be the last part. Where was I there?
Yeah, I don't think we included the DLC with number 1.
That's the Eager Ninja. Okay, let's see. How far do I actually go? Nope, we did not include the DLC.
Yeah, I got a feeling we didn't do DLC because I couldn't remember any bad memories of Is That It?
So we literally just did the normal, which is actually pretty pathetic, isn't it? I mean, we should almost go through and actually do with the DLC as well.
Yeah, we definitely have to do that with number 2 because the DLC for number 2 is very flipping decent. I do like the DLC from number 2.
It's hard to even see that bullshit piece of shit.
Are you still hung up on that Underworld depths?
No, just that boss in general is shit.
It's one boss and one DLC, man. You can't hate the DLC just because of one boss.
I can at least try.
Yep, you can try. We'll all pray for your success.
I remember I also did all the unique weapons for all classes in the Warrior Loyalty 4.
I see.
Yeah, I picked the 3 classes you get the weapon as, and then I did the mission where I played at all three characters.
Ah.
I didn't go through all of them, but I went through most of them. And funny enough, I actually have a lot of views in some of them. There's one of them that actually have 23 viewers. 27, 34. Damn. This one with the Orochi X and Tadakatsu Honda and Tamamo, that one have 34 views.
I see.
Oh, this one have even more, with Xiao Kiao, Dakyao, and that minion of Orochi, I cannot remember his name, the slippery one.
I see.
41 views.
Well, you was playing as Lady Xiao Kiao. I'd be surprised if you didn't get views. It's Shao Kao after all, Cola. Can't go wrong with a bit of Shao Kao.
Still though, the one I have the most view on is in Blade and Soul, where I have 13,383 views.
I don't know which one I want to do next. Do I do Dark Souls 1 to 3? Do I do Bloodborne first?
The thing is though, if I have to go through Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Demon Souls, I'm blind in all those games. I've never done them before.
Well, on Bloodborne, there's not really a dodge. It's more like the dodge of Wulong.
Okay. Then I'm not too worried, because doing that is in Wulong, it's pretty straightforward where you have to go for most of the time.
Oh, just so you know, the hit detection on Dark Souls 2 is shit, by the way.
Okay.
Not for you swinging your weapon, for the dodging. You can dodge perfectly with perfect timing. Oh, you still got hit. It's so bad, man. It's a good game, but it's really bad at the same time. No, I've played Dark Souls 1 and 2. I've not played 3 because that quest line is just bugged to fuck. Sasko, if you go through Dark Souls, you can meet Patches the asshole again.
Yeah.
He's even in Bloodborne as well.
He's in all the series, actually. All From Software games he's in.
Yeah.
As well as there is a Moonlight Greatsword in all of them.
Yep. I do like the Radon fight though. Summon Patches. Patches has returned home.
Yeah. Okay, so Ashen is also a Souls game. That one you can go through as blind. And Blasphemous. Have you played Blasphemous?
I've only heard of it. I've never actually played it. I do not own it.
Ah shit, it looks completely different from a normal Souls games. It looks like Hollow Knight.
It is like Hollow Knight.
Yeah, that's just shit. Well, there is the Surge 2, but the Surge 2 is... Well, I don't own that. Then there is Darksiders 3, and 2 1-up, obviously.
I have 1 and 2, I don't have 3.
I don't know if I have 3, but I can double check. Come on, phone. Don't be stupid now. Yeah, it just froze for me when I got down to Darksiders.
I see.
There we go. Darksiders 3. Yeah, play as a female. Mortal Shell.
That one.
I don't agree with this game though. It says God of War. I don't agree with that as a Souls game.
I can't really comment on that. I've never actually played it.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you can choose your difficulty like you can in Horizon and other games like that. So I'd probably call it action RPG instead. I understand why you say Souls, because I mean, there is elements like Souls that you do the dodging and the parrying and the abilities like that, but I would not actually call it Souls. I would still call it action RPG, because then you also have to call Horizon Souls. You also have to call Hogwarts Souls. You also have to call, yeah, you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah, I think I know a little challenge I'm going to set for myself on Dark Souls 1, because I would love to do some challenge runs on the Dark Souls series. But no, what I will do when I get to the last boss, I'm going to set myself the challenge. I can only kill it with parries.
Let's see. So, Vampire is also a Souls game.
Yeah, I know that one is. I've played it, I just can't get into it.
Dead Cells.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just listening. Oh, that doesn't even look like a Souls game, though.
No, it's not. It's under the list for Souls game, but no, just no.
Okay. That is not a Souls game. It's also said here in the description. Is a rogue-like game. That's a different principle, man.
Yeah, some people
we know it's a Souls game.
Some people are weird though when it comes to fucking Dead Cells, because some people say, "Oh, you've played Dark Souls 1 and 2. Go play this. It's exactly the same." No, it's really not.
It's the same as saying that Hollow Knight is the same. It's like, yeah, I can see the soul element in that, but it's more roguelike. Yeah. I understand the principle. It's not like a rogue game. It is a Souls game, just in a 2D print, which is not the same. But that's the same with Sakura Rise of Ruin. That is also a Souls game, but it still have the 2D element, which is not a proper Souls game. It's a different category of Souls games, basically. It is more of a roguelike. But it's not a rogue game, because a rogue game you can still like move up and down, basically.
But yeah, if you don't like Hollow Knight, do not try anything like Blasphemous, Dead Souls, Titans of the Crush. Do not try any of those titles, man.
Well, this game I have seen my brother play, and I understand why they were called Data Souls games. Absolver.
Yeah, that one is, yeah. I've actually had the opportunity to play that one. I haven't really played much of it,
that
but
actually
it is
hardcore.
good.
And then there was Hollow Knight Void Heart. Demon Souls, yes, of course. It said it in this description, like Souls.
Do you know some people are calling Sword Art Online Souls as well? Would you agree with that?
I would say it has Souls element. I would not call it a Souls game.
Yeah.
I would call it an action RPG, with Souls-like elements added to it, because that's what it is. It's the same with Horizon and what was the other one I mentioned? God of War and Hogwarts Legacy. They are action RPG with Souls-like element imbued. So they're not Souls games, but they have imbued element. And that's actually why I say Neo, for example, is not a Musu game, because a Musu game is 1 against 1,000 enemies, maybe 10,000 enemies. You do not fight 10,000 enemies at the same time.
God's sake, are we really having this conversation again?
Yeah, but it's still the principle behind it. I would call Neo a Souls games with Musu elements, because that's literally what it is. And I don't care what people are saying, but it still have the hardcore difficulty where the enemies can literally one-tap you if that's what they want. They have the parry system, they have the block system, they have the dodge system, they have running up to the boss in the perspective area. It is a Souls game in that perspective of looking from outside view.
Yeah, I told Jess about our little debate about that. It's a Musu game. No, it's not a Musu game. Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
What does she say?
She says it's both. My wife's weird.
That's what I'm saying as well. I'm saying it's a Souls game with Musu elements imbued. But it's because of the producers. Because the producers literally only did Musu games or turn-based games up till this point. Once they created Neo, they was attempting to make a Souls games, but still had to keep the element of their fan base happy. So they had to take some of the elements from the other games into that game to actually make it unique to their own Soul style.
They did a good job though. Neo 1 and 2 was really good.
Yes, but I still people that come from Dark Souls and say Neo is not a Souls game. It's like, well, it's the same as saying Hollow Knight is not a Souls game, because it's technically not. And if people saying Dead Cells is not a Souls game, that well. But then there's also people saying that Horizon is it's a Souls game, and I would call that action RPG with Souls elements. It depends the perspective of you, how you actually describe the games, because people are calling Souls games because of the parry, the block, the dodging, the timing, the learning experience, and the fact is that you're most likely going to die a million times trying to learn the boss mechanics.
Yep.
That is literally the element of a Souls game, that you actually trial and error. You literally have to die to learn. And in most games, yeah, you also die. Obviously you die. I mean, you die in Crash Bandicoot as well. But you don't go around and call Crash Bandicoot a Souls game just because you die 100 times in a stage, do you?
I never know, I might start doing that.
But that is exactly my point. I mean, when we go through Musou games, yeah, if we pick up the hardest difficulty, obviously we're gonna go in and get one tap. It's like, whatever, right? But if you go even on normal, you can actually breeze through the game without getting a single death throughout the entire game. And then once we actually got our weapons, we could go on the hardest difficulty and, again, breeze through the game. Sure, there is a few things that can actually one-tap us, but still the point is the game is not actually that hard once you have the right elements for it. In a Souls game, yeah, even if you have the right weapon, the right gear, the right spells, the right incarnation, the right buff, the game can still be fucking hard.
Yep. I mean,
and the same goes for Neo. Even if you have all that, it can still be fucking hard if you don't know what you're doing against the boss.
Yeah, a lot of people that come from stuff like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and they try Neo, it's like, no, I don't like this game, it's too hard.
Yeah, and it's because they're not used to that soul style.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the same for the people that come from Neo and go into Dark Souls. They are not really comfortable with that style because they feel heavy as fuck. And it's because the character, instead of like doing a dash as they used to, they do a roll on the ground. It's like, what the fuck are you doing down there? That's not how you dodge an enemy.
I mean, look at when me and you first tried Neo, but before I played it with you, I hadn't gotten very far with it.
Yeah, and I got used to it fast because that was my first Souls game. But once we went into Dark Souls, you dominated everything, where I was rolling around on the ground. It's like, why am I so fucking slow? And I still feel like that sometimes after I played Wulong, right? Then when I go into Elden Ring, I feel slow because it's different companies that made the game. But both of them are still a Souls game. But it have different elements, and that is pretty much the point behind a Souls game. Not every Souls game is alike, because it's not like Elden Ring